for Thai children. Help us if you can. We need to wait now, there's nobody coming.
Well, we've been seeing, you're almost like the town crier, aren't you, Chris?
I was trained well, Peter.
And you seem to be dry, so the rain has stopped and we're really getting on the road, so to speak, right?
I hope so.
So how are we doing?
I think we're doing very well. If you look in there, coins on Silom.
Great. So who have been your most donors that have been walking by?
Oh, Thais, definitely Thais.
Yeah. I've been watching and all of them just stop and pull out 100 baht, 20 baht.
That's right.
And then all kinds, and this is great.
It's a lot more difficult with Farangs, I don't know why.
Ah, well.
Farangs don't seem to want to give any money.
I know. Looking at you, you look like a very generous person. There's nothing wrong with Farangs. But here we are on Silom Road.
No, it's not. I think what it is that Farangs come here and it's all a bit strange. And they don't know where to give their money, so they might be giving it to the guy who's doing the singing, and then they're just overloaded.
Right.
Whereas Thai people will make a decision where they're going to give their money. And they'll do it once a day, and that's it.
You probably find it strange to see Farangs over here trying to collect money.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? We also have Farangs in Bangkok asking for money?
We didn't come here to see Farangs.
No. But it's great. It's great. And the Rotary Club of Bangkok South has been doing this for many, many years.
Oh, many years. I don't know how long. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very, very much. Would you take a sticker, please?
Well, you see, right there in front of my eyes. It's wonderful. So how long will you be standing here?
Till about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So what time is it now? About 9:30, 9:30?
It's getting on to 10.
Yeah. It's on Silom.
All right, Chris, I'm going to leave you to it and wish you all the best. And thank you very much for doing what you're doing.
Pleasure.
Yeah, we'll see you later down there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to the cashier's room, see how much money they've got.
Yeah. Well, it won't be. Remember, we had an hour where we couldn't collect anything.
Right, I know, because of the rain.
Up for it now.
Good. Okay, we'll leave you to it.
Okay.
The Rotary Club of Bangkok South, or RCBS, who are currently celebrating the 50th anniversary of receiving the charter from Rotary International, held the annual Coins on Silom fundraising event along Silom Road, Bangkok, on Friday, 27 January 2012. This was the 14th running of this charity day, which has raised an average of 1.5 million baht per annum for the club's service projects. This year's event raised just over 2 million baht, the second highest result in the event's history. Originally scheduled for 4 November 2011, the event had to be postponed as a result of the recent devastating floods, which also affected parts of Bangkok. Early morning rain during what is normally one of the busiest parts of the day for collections on the street did not augur well, but this did not dampen the members and their helpers' enthusiasm, and deluge of cash during the lunch period made up for the slow start. A large part of the funds raised comes from the generosity of the club's sponsors. 3M, the event sponsor, plus the many platinum, gold, silver, and stand sponsors. The members of the RCBS were ably assisted on the day by members of the AU, Rotaract, and BCC Interact clubs, as well as volunteers from the Human Development Foundation, run by Father Joseph Meyer.
The legend of the Bangkok South Rotary Club. And here we are doing the Coins on Silom, and everybody's been talking about Coins on Silom for the last, decade. I mean, ever since I was a little kid. And now I'm grown up and I'm still, for the first time I've come to see Coins on Silom. But the legend himself who started it all, past President Vanit Mek Thanasan. And I'd like to welcome you to our Pattaya Mail show, which I call it the Pattaya Mail show because it is, but this show is going to be aired on YouTube. It's going to go on the Rotary International website. It's going to go onto our Facebook with the Rotary Public Image Coordinator Zone 6B. And you're going to be world renowned right after this. So your face is going to become like a dime a dozen nalo, as they say. But Eddie is his nickname. Eddie, tell us about this Coins on Silom project that was your brainchild many, many years ago.
Well, prior to Coins on Silom, our club used to raise funds from ourselves. So we pay. we all pay. And it was like, silly idea. I mean, why can't we get the public to help our causes? That's how it started, you know. So the idea, this was done in England a while ago. I mean, they do this. So the idea came from England, and the original purpose was to actually get the public to help our causes instead of getting money from ourselves, which was like...
That is the whole idea.
That's the whole
We're
idea.
Rotarians, we go in physically, spiritually, but the idea is to get the money from the other people. To
Well,
do
you know, give other people chances to actually do something good,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it started.
Yeah, and tell us about the first year. How did it all begin? I mean,
It was very, very hard.
Yeah.
The president at the time had a difficult year. And like, till the last minute, he was two mind about doing it or not doing it. In the end, actually, I managed to convince him to do it. And, you know, we did it, and it was such a success.
great. And Silom Road back then wasn't so congested, right? I mean,
No,
stalls
no.
and people and...
The people who work on the street, they like the idea, and they like to have the day. And, you know, ever since then, they look forward to the day. It's just nice.
I mean, I've been walking around all morning, and it's amazing how people stop, you know, and take out money from their purses or their pockets and put it into your little boxes.
You know, you'll be so surprised how generous
Yeah.
Thai people can be. They, you know, I mean, a lot of these, they're like office staff. They don't earn a lot of money. But they will pull out 100 baht, just put it in. Just love doing it. It's amazing.
And how's the donations throughout the years? Has it picked up? What is the best you've done? What's the worst you've done?
Well, you know, we're very fortunate because most of the revenue we receive come from sponsors. And they, you know, they actually the one who actually come up with the chunk of money.
Right.
On the day, we don't make so much really, but it's a good thing to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of exposure for Rotary,
Yeah.
which is something that we always want to do. Is, you know, get the public image out. People can see that Rotarians are good people, kind-hearted people, and they go out there and do something physically. You know?
Of course, we are good people. We are Rotarians.
Anyway, you're a good people. So, what is the best you've ever done? The highest income that you've had from this?
I think about 3 million.
Really?
Yeah. It's not bad, no?
Good, good. And tell us about the projects of your club. I mean, I'll talk to your president too, but you tell me your experience.
We are so diverse, the activities we do. But one of our main things that we started a long time ago was the water project. You know, we go into rural area, school, and we put up a water purifying system. And this is really cool. You know, you have like 10 taps. The water come out cold, clean. Brilliant.
A lot of happy kids, huh? And also the villagers. And the
Yeah.
community.
People come in, not just the kids. You know, the parents come with an empty plastic bottle and get the water, take it home. It's brilliant.
You do a lot of projects. I mean, the educational projects. You even go out and help my district in 3340.
Hey, come
the
on.
people in East Ham, they get all these wonderful projects from you.
Yeah.
This is great. So, you're going to become a district governor soon?
No. I'm retired.
No, in Rotary you never retire. You know, I remember when I was a past president of my club, Chomtien Pattaya, and I met past RI president Ichai Ratakul. This is before he was the president. I met him at the veterans tennis match at the Royal Cliff Beach Hotel. And I sat next to him and he says, "What are you doing in Rotary now?" He says, "I've been a president, I'm retired, I let the new people handle it." You know what? He looked at me and said, "What are you talking about? You're not retired, you've just started. There's a big future in front of you."
Yeah.
And guess what? I became the governor.
I know.
Anyway, Eddie, this is great, and the idea was fantastic.
Thank you.
And would you like to put out a message to the world? Like I said, this show is going to be shown throughout the world.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people who are in need. And if you can, help them.
This is great. If you can, help them. These are wonderful words of wisdom and really meaningful. Thank you very much, Eddie.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. I'm here with the man who is in charge of Coins on Silom this year. Not only is he in charge of Coins on Silom this year, but he's also the president. I mean, you have to be the president to be in charge, right? But anyway, I'm here with Mark Butters, who is the president of the Rotary Club of Bangkok South for the year 2011 to 2012. And of course, this legendary project, fundraising project of the club, is now in your hands. But first of all, I'd like to say welcome, Mark, to the Pattaya Mail on TV show. And today I've traveled all the way, right in the middle of the night, to be here with you.
Thank you for coming up.
But thank you for the invitation, and we've heard so much about this project throughout the years. Even my club, they're also excited. Made an announcement again last week. I wouldn't say much about the project because then I'll be giving it all away, and then I don't need to talk to you. So first of all, Mark, it's yours. You tell us all about it.
Right. Well, first of all, I would like to add, although I'm the president of the club, I'm not necessarily in charge of the event.
Okay.
But that honour goes to Douglas Riak, who's our fundraising director this year, and who chaired the Coins on Silom committee. And there's a lot of hard work gone in for 6 months to get this prepared, with members finding sponsors, which is where most of our funds come from, and putting the logistics together for the day to make sure it all works on the day. And there's a lot of management goes in. If I was running it, I wouldn't have time because of all the other duties as president of the road club anyway. So I think the credit has to go to the committee that ran it under Douglas Ria.
Under your leadership.
Well,
if it works, they say, well done, President. If
delegated
it
directly,
indirect
delegation.
Well, that's great. So we had a slight scare this morning, didn't we, with the weather?
Yes, I've never known this. Well, we've had an unfortunate time. I mean, initially we were going to hold this on the 4th of November. But as everyone knows, we had the terrible floods, the 50-year floods for the 50th anniversary of the club. And it got a bit dicey, and a week before we decided maybe it wasn't a good idea to run it. It would be better to postpone it, and logistical purposes, and the spirit wouldn't have been right to try collecting money in the middle of what was a major crisis in Thailand. So we took the decision to postpone it. The sponsors all agreed. None of the sponsors pulled out, by the way, even though some of them were very badly affected by the floods themselves. They still honoured their commitment and said we are still going to support the event. And the sponsorship's gone very well, 1.9 million, so that's a good base for us. And so hopefully we'll have a reasonable collection on the day, so that we at least get to budget, and who knows, even more.
No, I think it'll be fine, yeah.
But yes, you're right, there was a scare this morning. I mean, I've never known it rain for Coins on Silom. And we had an hour torrential rain, and of course it hit the time when we collect most of the money because it's all the office girls on their way to work. And it's but never mind, these things happen. This is Thailand, right?
It's a very, very busy street, and I still see thousands and thousands of people moving about, so I think you'll be fine. But then again, speaking about last year and the floods, and I think the heavens thought, well, you escaped the floods last year, so I'm going to scare you a little bit and send you a little water so you know how it feels, don't scare you. But
well, a lot of us evacuated. Even I had to evacuate.
Really?
The house didn't get flooded, but even I was in Pattaya with you guys down there for a couple of weeks.
Gave us a lot of business down there. No, but we did a little walk this morning, and it seems like the response is very good. The people, we talked to Chris Thatcher, and he said, wow, the most generous people are the Thai people. They all stop, they take money out of their pockets, 100 baht, 20 baht, whatever they can, and they're helping. And then he's so happy with that.
Yeah, well, as my Vice President Prasert just mentioned a minute ago, he thought the spirit was very good this year. So the weather didn't dampen the spirit on the street.
So how much do you expect to get this year?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say at this stage. Gary would, if I started spilling the beans, I'll be in trouble with our finance man, Gary. So
you don't want to upset Gary.
We don't want to upset Gary.
Tell us, President Mark, tell us about your projects.
Yeah, our major projects, we're quite, our flagship is really clean drinking water systems for the schools up country. We've done a lot in the central district, which means, of course, we might have to repair a lot of them this year because the floods will have damaged the water systems. We do a lot in Isan. We match it up really with international clubs. We've had a lot of matching grants, and a lot of them are water systems. And we're up to 450 plus water systems, and we might touch the 500 if we're lucky by the end of the current year. On top of that, we have our annual Kids Out, which I think you've probably, the people in Pattaya are probably aware of already. We have library starter kits for schools, Tung Mahomet School for the Deaf, we support them with projects. We've done a new one this year. We did an oxygen machine in a hospital on the border with Myanmar. A machine that made normal air into oxygen, and it's working well in a hospital. We helped with dental chairs, so a whole range of projects, focusing mainly on children, but certainly in needy areas and not just Bangkok. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And the Rotary Club of Bangkok South just celebrated the 50th anniversary, and I attended. It was so interesting to see, the stories about the elephant that was told by past District Governor Chanchai. And it's with what, 100 members or more?
108 members in the club. We've got a couple in the pipeline to join in the next couple of months. So we are the largest club in Thailand.
Can you handle all of that?
Yes. Well, we wouldn't be able to do something on the scale of Coins on Silom if we didn't have so many members. And the strength is all the membership.
It's true.
Any president isn't going to succeed in his year unless the members buy in as well and join and help. So.
And I see from your membership, and this is a true example of what Rotary is about. Everybody's, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but 90% of your membership are all professionals, still working, and they take time off from their private businesses or their jobs to come and help.
That's right, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a day out of work today. So it's
even throughout the year, and this is the true spirit, of the vocations that the Rotarians are involved in.
That's right. The same with the Kids Out. It's a whole day. Polio Plus. We always have at least 10 of our members go out to the schools on the Polio Plus days, giving the vaccinations to the children. So it's a buy-in from the members. So.
And it's speaking of Polio Plus, they've got this new. What would you call a symbol or a promo thing that they call it, where they hold up the fingers like this and say, "We are this close."
Yes.
And it's really, really getting this close. Just last week, India enjoyed or celebrated 1 full year without any new case of polio.
Right.
And they were so happy with that. And if this carries on for a few years, we could declare India polio free.
Yeah. Well, it's a good year to do it too, because the RI president is from India. And of course he'll be here in 4 months' time for the RI convention.
Oh, he sneaks in here now and again just to see how we're doing.
Yeah. And we're actually hoping to get his wife as a guest speaker at the club. We've sent the invite, so hopefully she's free. And the week of the convention, our Friday meeting, hopefully we have the First Lady of Rotary as our guest speaker, which would finish off the 50th anniversary.
I'll try to attend.
And of course your 25th.
That's true. Ours is coming up in a few weeks.
Yes.
And you'll be there with a large contingent?
We hope to have a large... I'll definitely be there, and past President Nitty's already confirmed, who helped get you set up in the first place.
Governor's special representative back then to set us up, along with past District Governor Prapan Huttasingh.
Yes.
Some great legends that have helped us and helped Rotary in Thailand. To do what we're doing good in the world, and then helping underprivileged children, people, practically anybody who needs our help.
Spreading it around. I mean, 2 years ago we helped set up Royal Hua Hin, which is the first English-speaking club in Hua Hin. So it was helping to spread Rotary. That's what a big club should be doing, really, sponsoring the new clubs to get them to spread Rotary throughout Thailand.
That's good. Yeah. Well, Mark, this has been a great morning so far. I mean, there's going to be some more activity going on, and I'm sure when we get up on the stage or we are around somewhere, and if I have any other questions, I will grab you to the side and talk to you, and you can tell us about what's going on throughout the day.
Yeah.
And we'll go on from there.
Okay,
Mark, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Wow, very good.
Say something to the people.
Well, we are just here for charity. We're helping people, handicapped people, whenever there is a chance. So the more money you give to us, the more we can do good to the poor people for Thailand.
So Dougie, introduce yourself and tell us about this wonderful project that you've done this year.
Yeah, well, Coins and Silom for the Rotary Club of Bangkok South. It's been going now 14 years. Unfortunately, I've only been involved for 4 years since I came to Thailand.
Right.
I knew the history about it because I've been a Rotarian since 1999. And when I came here on holiday and I saw what they did, when I decided to live here, first thing I wanted to do was become part of Rotary in Bangkok.
Right.
So the coins raises a lot of money. Each year our target is to try and raise between 1.8 and 2 million baht. And it all goes into our charity pot to help all the needy children, the orphan homes, disabled children, blind children, so they can get a better life. And it's more humbling for us, I think, that we can see the enjoyment that we're giving them more than we're getting enjoyment of being in the street with them. And one of the big things that we do with it is we take around about 250, 300 children, we take them down to John Tiem Beach at the Royal Varuna Rock Club, and we give them a day out in the sea in the sand. And when you see the faces of these kids, some with no eyes, arms, legs, it makes you cry, that the happiness that they're getting out of what we're trying to do for them.
I go to those too because I come from I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Chom Tien Pattaya.
Yes,
so
yeah.
we kind of assist you when we can to help.
John Tien Pattaya, your club kindly give us the floats and the arm, the wings and everything for the children to make it safe in the water. So each year after I've come and visited your club to thank you. And you've got a lovely club there at the Royal Club. Really nice.
Thank you. Now, tell us what your projection is for today. How much money is going to be raised, and I'm sure it'll be a reasonable amount, but then tell us what you're going to do with the money.
Our target really, we hope this year we'll raise just over 2 million baht. We've had a problem because of, we all know the devastating floods in Thailand. We had to postpone the event from last November.
Right.
We just thought it was the right thing not to have it when the floods were going on.
True.
To have it now, and of course, as you can see, unfortunately now we've got more flooding, we've got the rain. But quite a lot of the money, apart from just the children, we've set aside a fund from it to go to flood rehabilitation, to try and help the people up and out of the countries, to try and rebuild some of their homes, and also to rebuild some of the projects that the Rotary Club have been going for many years, like our clean drinking water systems, some of the library kits in some of the communities have been damaged. So we want to replace them and also build some new ones.
That's great. And this is what Rotary is about, right? I mean, that's why we join. I mean, we all want to help, but if you do it alone, you can't do as much. But you come in to join a group of nice people, a lot of friends, a lot of fellowship, and you can really help out all the people.
If you can't get humanity and life and enjoyment out of being a Rotarian, then you shouldn't be a Rotarian. As we always say in Rotary, it's service above self. We're here to help other people who are really underprivileged and can't help it. But we have to get some fun out of doing it, and that's what we have a group that we always get.
Great, Dougie. Thank you very much, and I personally want to thank you.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much, Patty Mail and Patty TV for coming down. Wonderful to have you here.
We want to do this, and
maybe next week I'll come down and visit your club again.
You do? Yeah. Hey, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary.
Yeah, I'm coming down on the 28th of February. 25th of February.
Yeah.
We're all coming down in a
register, huh? First drink is on me. I know we've got plenty to drink.
Someone told us a free bar all night on you.
Yes, it was. I mean, there will be.
Thank you very much indeed.
Take
Pleasure.
Care. Take care. Thanks. Well, Gary, thank you for allowing us to come into your Fort Knox.
Pleasure.
And this is where it's all happening. I mean, it's happening out on the street.
This is where it all ends.
It all ends, and this is what matters. Is not because so much money that we are making, or you are, or the donations are coming in, but with every 20 baht note, we can already see a child benefiting with something. Yeah, a book, or a drop of polio, vaccine, or water, drop of water, bottle of water, and all these other great projects that you're doing. Yeah.
As you say, each 20 baht means something. You put all those 20 bahts together, that's a library kit. That's 120 Thai language, good, high quality books for a Thai school, up country.
Well done.
That's one library kit. 5 lots of those, and you 8 lots of those, and you've got a water system.
True.
Yeah.
And that's what we hope to do, is to give our children a good education,
Yeah.
you know, as much as we can. Give them clean drinking water, right? And make sure that the kids are immunized against polio, as we're doing,
Yeah.
as we were having a discussion. Even though we don't have polio cases in Thailand, but we still have to protect them.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll come back.
Yeah, that's true. So how long have you been doing this, Gary?
14 years.
You mean you grew out? Oh, great. Ah, you're a legend also. Still.
A legend in his own mind. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So tell us. I mean, I'm here to talk to you, and you tell us about the project. You tell us about your dreams, your aspirations of how to help, and what all this means to you.
Well, the idea is obviously to raise money to help people in need, and in Thailand the people in most need are people in low-income communities and up-country. And particularly schools, which are basically very much deprived of most things. Buildings aren't too bad, but it's the ancillary facilities like water and libraries and things like that that they just don't have. So that's why in our club we focus on children and schools up country and low-income communities in Bangkok, and we try and give the low-income community sustainable projects so that they can help themselves. And the kids up country, decent facilities in the schools so that A, they don't get sick from drinking water, or B, that they have books to read to learn from. And if they don't get sick, they've got more opportunity to learn.
It's true. And if they don't get sick, then the parents don't have to spend money on the medicine and doctors, so then they can save the money for education, and you know, we can get rid of poverty too, or reduce it
and
somehow.
if they have clean water from the school, shut up. And if they have clean water from the school, the parents don't need to buy water as well.
That's true. And actually, the Rotary water projects is supplied to all the villages too. You know, the communities are
Yes, if
happy
they
to
take the
come.
water,
You know,
yeah.
take the water home, and it helps. That helps.
Yeah.
Well, great, Gary. This is absolutely commendable. It's
As I said,
fantastic.
This is where it all, well,
Yeah.
this is where the collection ends, but this is where the best part starts, because this is where we start spending it.
Right. And you're already thinking about what you're going to do with the
You
money.
bet. We've got projects already set aside.
Good. Great. Well, thank you, and thank you all the lovely ladies here for counting the money. You know, they're all bankers, right? By profession.
No.
No. Spouses. Yeah. Well, that's more important than Rotarians. You know? Without you, there are no Rotarians, especially the ones in Bangkok South, right? Because they don't let. There are no lady members in Bangkok South. I have to watch how I say this.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Well, thank you very,
The
very
room
much.
here is not a spouse, actually. She is my former secretary from when I worked for the bank. And she's been helping, and, well, you're now an employee of the club.
Volunteers.
But all of these people over here have been doing this for 14 years. What? Don't look at me when you say that.
You will make someone a very lucky spouse. That's for sure. I mean, any lady who knows how to count the money and put it away and save it and give it to the children make good spouses. Because a lot of spouses take the money and go buy lipstick. Kidding. Anyway, thank you all very much for allowing me to come here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary, and good luck. And I hope this thing goes on all day long, and there's a never-ending supply of 20 bahts and 100 bahts and 500 baht notes
should
coming
be.
into this room.
Drinks come around about every hour with another one.
Great. Good on you.